We live, we die, and the wheels on the bus go round and round. This is a famous quote from the movie The Bucket List, and today that is what I'm going to speak to you about. I'm going to tell you about 3 items on my bucket list and how you can achieve them and why they are practical. It is very important to gain new perspective on life, and a bucket list is a great way to do this. So hopefully at the end of my speech, you will have new items to add to your bucket list. The first thing I'm going to talk about is gaining a 6-pack of abs. 2 things are necessary when gaining abs: diet and exercise. According to bodybuilding.com, if you do not pay attention to what you put in your mouth, with each meal, success will elude you. When speaking about diet, there are 4 main things that you need to focus on. The first is calories. You're supposed to intake 13 calories for every pound of body weight. And as you lose weight and your body fat levels decrease, it is important to recalculate the amount of calories that you're supposed to eat and to lower them. The next is protein, and is very essential when gaining a 6-pack. It will boost your metabolism, and you're supposed to eat about 1.3 grams per every pound of body weight. Carbohydrates, or carbs, are the next thing that I'm going to talk about. Low-carb meals will help you to burn fat, but if you continue to eat low-carb meals consistently, your metabolism will drop. And so it is important to refuel your body after 3 to 4 weeks of intense exercise and carbohydrate drop, because focusing on eating meals that are high in carbs but low in fat will help you to increase your metabolism once again. It is also important to eat about 25 to 50 grams of carbohydrates before and after every exercise. The last thing is fat, and it is very important that we try to limit the amount of fats that we eat, and to also focus on the types of fat. It is important to eat healthy fats like fish or nuts or flax seeds, things like that. Also, exercise is essential. There are 2 types of exercise: cardiovascular and weight training. It is necessary that you continue to exercise weekly and at least 5 times a week, but it is not always necessary to focus on your abs every single day. Although this can take a lot of dedication and time, it is very possible if you just work at it. There are many different exercise facilities here in Wilmington, and just like the number of exercise facilities, there are also many places that you can perform spoken word poetry. This is another item on my bucket list. Spoken word poetry focuses on how you perform the words that you have written. These poems can be versatile in form or in subject, but it is essential that you memorize the words that you have written and that you practice performing them the way that you want them to sound. Because these poems are up to the poet, they are very practical to perform, and this goal can be very easily accomplished. The Cameron Art Studio, among other places, hold poetry slams. This item is a little more obvious, but my next item is not so obvious, but it is also very practical. Another item on my bucket list is fostering a homeless child. Since March 31st, 2015, in New Hanover County alone, there are 351 children in foster care. To qualify for foster care, you must be 21 or older. You must have a steady home and a steady income. You must be willing to have your fingerprinted and to participate in criminal record background checks. It is also important that you maintain a drug-free environment and that you complete the training and that you are licensed by the state of North Carolina. Although the training and licensing may take up to a couple months, it is a worthwhile and a practical process if you just continue to work at it. Completing these items on my bucket list will help me to see life and experience it in a different way. Bucket lists are supposed to help you grow and experience life with new and changing experiences and perspectives. The Dalai Lama once said, "Go somewhere once a year that you've never been before."